American, Jewish, and Irish. I know, right? Who would have thought? And despite the myths, we don't have any casinos, accountants, or leprechauns on any side of my family. It's a true thing. Now, this is not my day job. At my day job, they call me Mom. That's a nice one. And I love my kids, I really do, but they're why I got into stand-up comedy. I heard that I could hit an open mic or a show like every night of the week and never have to do story time again. Now, I mean, I love my kids, but if I had to read Goodnight Moon even one more time, I was going to have way more in common with Andrea Gates than I'm comfortable with. Now, because we're Jewish, we'd never done the Easter Bunny thing before. And then I figured, oh, why is it only the Christians that can steal from the pagans, am I right? So this year we decided to do it. We went to the store, and my 8-year-old daughter Molly comes up with this giant pink laundry basket. And she's like, I got my basket. I'm like, I don't think that's an Easter basket. She's like, how do you know? You're a Jew. I'm like, I think you're supposed to get a small basket. She's like, no, I think the rule is whatever size you get, they gotta fill. This is my basket. And then she started to get kind of reflective, and she's like, so this rabbit, is this like a really big guy dressed as a rabbit? Or is it just a really big rabbit? I'm like, well, I don't know. And she's like, well, why do they do the egg thing? I mean, what's that about? Why do they want us to like color eggs so they can hide them? Do they know that rabbits are mammals? Like, I think they do. I think you're overthinking it. And then it reminded me of when she lost her first tooth. She'd never heard of the tooth fairy, and I was excited, like, oh, the tooth fairy's gonna visit you, Molly. And she's like, what's that? I'm like, well, you put your tooth under your pillow, and this person comes and gets it and leaves money. And she's like, are you serious? Who the hell would do that? She's like, you don't think that's a weird thing to do? She's like, what are they gonna do with all the teeth? I'm like, well, I don't know, but it's normal. She goes, do you know the tooth fairy? I don't know. She's like, so you're gonna let him come in my bedroom while I'm asleep and reach under my pillow? A stranger? I'm like, well, let me put it that way, it's a little weird. And she's like, well, what if when they're by my bed, they get tempted by all the good teeth? And they snatch those ones too? Like, it doesn't work that way. She's like, well, how do you know? You said you didn't know her. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. She's like, do I have to participate in this? I'm like, it's not mandatory. She's like, oh, good, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, okay. Well, about 20 minutes later, she comes back in the bedroom where Dad and I were getting ready to go to bed, and she's like, here's the thing, I want the money. I understand. She's like, I've come up with a plan. She goes, I wrote him a note. And I set it by the door with my tooth in a cup. And I said, just take the tooth, leave the money in the cup, and don't come anywhere near my bed. Yeah, she's like, can't happen. I'm like, okay, honey, that seems fair. Now, my daughter doesn't look anything like me. My father's Irish, her father's a white trash Murphy from Gloucester. Seems a little redundant to add the white trash part. I could have just said Gloucester. You would all fallen in line. None of you are from Gloucester, are you? I don't want, like, let's take it back to my father. I don't fucking tweet that, buddy. Don't do that. And so her whole life, people have always looked at her and then looked at me and been like, she's cute. Is she yours? And for some reason, it's always come across like a text message. Maybe it's my age. So sometimes it's like, she's cute, smiley face emoticon. I didn't understand she doesn't look like you. And then I explain, her dad's a Murphy, my dad's Irish, that's why. But sometimes it sounds like she's cute, frowny face emoticon, you fat half-breed hook-nosed Jew bitch. How could you make such a cool Aryan baby? I don't like those people. I was at the Market Basket a while back when she was a baby, and one of those people came tripping down the frozen food aisle like she took a wrong turn on the way to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. And she's like Purelling herself against the poverty EBT cards and WIC folders. And she stops dead next to my baby's carriage and leans in and goes, oh, she's cute. Then she looks at me and I'm pretty sure the security footage will back me up when I say her head did a 360 like a fucking owl. And she goes, is she yours? And I've had it. So I just leaned into her and I said, nah, bitch, she's not. But there's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed mom in L12 is about to know her fucking kid is gone. Keep your mouth shut and you won't get hurt.